Now this get more and more ridiculous every day, dog. Now this gets more and more ridiculous every day, dog. In the immortal words of clean paper, all about the money, green paper. Let me say it one more time. Now this get more and more ridiculous every day, dog. First of all, let me get these out the way. I just did a reaction to the KSI diss track where he shot at the homie Crip. Go check that out. You know what I mean? It's the next saga in this whole. Don't even trip. You know what I mean? We knew he wasn't gonna come for us. We knew who he was gonna come for. You pick and you choose. That's what bullies do. You know? You pick and you choose. I ain't even on that bully tip. Be a bully. I love bullies. I love shaking them down. I love it. So go check my KSI diss track because niggas are scared. So go check that. Get that to 50,000 views. You know what I mean? We are like 36 right now. Shout out to y'all. Go stream that KSI diss. It's called YouTube Rap on Spotify. Shout out to everybody who streams all my Spotify stuff. Shout out to everybody who be listening to me on iTunes and stuff. I checked the other day, yesterday, how many streams I had. Strictly for the Fans, up to 28,000 streams just on Spotify. And I'm telling you right now, as an independent artist, that is super important. And that's the type of thing, besides all the love and all the messages and comments you give me, the most motivating thing is seeing it in action. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people will tell you, oh yeah, I'm going to check it out. Oh yeah, and they never do it. You know what I mean? I hate those people. If you're one of those people, just know I hate you and we'll never be cool. So seeing that many people are actually really listening to it, and that's just on one platform, it means the world to me. So keep doing that. Keep streaming Strictly for the Fans. After I watched that, I was like, oh man, jump right in the booth. I got new music coming. Don't even worry about it. Don't y'all keep listening to music like that. Y'all keep streaming. Y'all keep getting them numbers up there. And I'm going to keep delivering. Listen, in 2018, what's very important to people is streaming numbers. Now, to me, I love physicals. You know what I mean? I love the fact that I have a fan base who buys physicals and stuff like that. That means a lot to me. That means a lot to me. But streaming means a lot to everybody else. So those numbers really help me. If you ain't never, like, I have the best fan base. Y'all be A&Ring for me. Y'all be looking for opportunities for me. Y'all be doing all this different stuff for me. If you don't work as hard as some of the other people who be gung-ho every day working on this, donate into the live stream. If you don't, the best thing you could do is stream the music and watch every video. Oh yeah, we going live today at 8 p.m. Eastern. Shout out in advance to all the donos. Yeah, I mean, I might do a Strictly for the Fans raffle for the CD. For a shirt. You know, I might have to do that today because Amy won last time. She getting a free shirt. So today I might have to do another raffle. We'll think about it. You know what I mean? So this is what we're gonna talk about. Eminem. Well, first of all, this happened a while ago. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm a little late, but with the Tory Lane stuff that happened, and then KSI and then all that, I kind of got backed up. All right, kind of got backed up. But a picture came out where I think MGK was in Asia. Am I tripping? I may be completely wrong, but he was somewhere, right? And he had the big kill shot poster held up. I'm gonna put it in the thumbnail. You can see it. But he had the kill shot poster sprawled out, holding it. And, you know, commented about it, this, that, and the third. And I was just thinking to myself, listen, I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. Bro, you got it. You must be stopped. You have to stop, bro. You gotta stop. Like, even if, because I think some fans made it for him and stuff like that. This is what I'm going to say, because that's the excuse that he might try to use or his fans might try to use. Fam, there's probably, because let me break this down. As soon as someone comes over to his fans made it and he posted it. Listen, I'm going to tell you right now, I know for a fact that there is a grip of stuff your fans makes for you and you don't post. There's a grip of stuff you see, that was cool, I appreciate it, and move on. So what you post on your social media platforms is important. This is what I'm going to say. I said this earlier. The worst thing that could possibly happen for MGK is continuously running with this kill shot thing. Because there's many reasons. One reason, most people think you lost. The narrative is kill shot killed you. That's the narrative. Whether you as an artist believe it or not, that was the main narrative, okay? So it looks like, how do I explain this? If you would have just kept it moving, maybe said a few things and moved on, it would have looked a lot better. This looks like you are like borderline like ups. Like, it looks like you're stuck. Kill shot puts you in a time capsule that you can never escape out of. Eminem is so past kill shot that I don't think he's ever going to make reference to it. So that's number one. Everybody said you lost. And the amount of copies that the Binge EP sold should have been evidence that, okay, this isn't making me sell more records. The publicity of this somehow did not help my record sales, which is very weird. The publicity did not help me in any way. I became more infamous. I didn't become more famous off of this. As a business person, you should look at it like that. Okay, so I beef with Eminem and sold 20,000 first week. Maybe I should let this one go because I don't think this is working in my favor. I don't think I control this narrative, right? And I'm just saying, as another artist, you don't. Okay, so that's number one. You're the consensus is you didn't win. So it's looking really mighty weird to keep bringing it up. It looks like, what's the word? You want some sort of like get back, but you can't just, it's like that passive aggressiveness. And then the second reason why this is a horrible idea. MGK, look at me. MGK fans, look at me. I'm sure you'll be in the comments mad. Just look at me. Listen, come close. Nope. Look. Look close. Right there. The last thing MGK wants at this moment, and as somebody who's worked with MGK, somebody who's done shows with MGK, somebody who's done stuff with MGK, seeing this, the last, and even if I didn't work with MGK, I know how it is to be an artist, not at that level, but I know how it is to be an artist. So the people that work, MGK, bro, you have become the kill shot guy. And that was the number one thing I said that you should try to avoid after this. You have become the guy who Eminem bodied. That's what you've become. Most people will, something like this will happen, right? And then they'll go on beyond it afterwards to make up. I'll put it this way. Y'all remember Ether take over that era? Okay. Jay kept and Jay-Z's my favorite rapper. I could say this. Jay-Z kept harping on Ether hard. He responded to Ether multiple times. He gave Nas sublims a lot. Not only that, but Rockefeller did things to keep Ether going, right? And for a second, a split second there, Jay became the guy that Nas destroyed on Ether. That's why now Ether is a part of hip-hop vocabulary. Bro, you just got ethered, son. Yo, Shorty coming with that ether. You know what I'm saying? Most of y'all don't even know what ether is besides Nas. But what I think, and that's when Jay, I think, was letting his emotions dictate his moves. Jay's never somebody like that. It's very obvious when you get a real bad diss or something bad happens to you and people turn on you. You kind of want to continuously prove your point. But you're not going to sway the public through a debate because they heard it too, right? So I think Jay and Rockefeller was smart enough to be like, all right, let's let Ether cook. Let's get off of this completely. Excuse me. And then maybe years from now, we'll double back when we're telling the story. And that's what Jay does now. If you've paid attention, anytime Ether gets brought up to Jay, he always like, I don't know why people thought he won. That's what that is the passion he had at the time when he couldn't stop talking about it. So what MGK is doing is he has let his emotions completely control the car. Now, not to say he's not an emotional artist, because he is. Not to say he's not somebody who bases his promo, his brand off emotion, right? Well, and I also think that's why the binge EP was messed up, because a lot of that wasn't like usual MGK. But anyway, I don't think MGK has the same people around him that Jay had, obviously. I know he doesn't. I don't think he's used to, not saying he's not used to notoriety, because he's MGK, he's a rapper, he's got notoriety before, but we're all human at the end of the day. Every new experience is a new experience, and you have to figure out how to recalibrate yourself to that experience. So MGK, the notoriety he got during Kill Shop, he's never had before. He's had platinum records. Wild Boy was a big moment, but he's never had a moment like that where that, what it was, I think it was because MGK prides himself on being the underdog and people not liking him. But if you paid attention to early in his career when he came in the game, you could tell he really he wasn't ready for that really, right? Because there's one thing to be the underdog in the underground scene. Then you get in the game and become the underdog. There's interviews where MGK was crying, talking about he don't understand why like the game don't accept him and people copy his style and nobody gives him credit and this, that, and the third. So that's why I always say, don't pay attention to what people say. Pay attention to what they do. That's it. So you can scream, I'm the underdog, you know, we're the outcast, we come up, we used to this, I'm used to being the underdog, da da da. But when majority of your interviews are speaking to why that's happening, or you're confused or you're very upset, which you have the right to be, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying then you also can't trick me into believing you feel that way. So what I'm saying is, I feel as if he wasn't used to getting the negativity that he got. And it's gonna sound weird because if you ask MGK or if you ask his people, all they get, especially in the beginning, all they got was negativity and they're used to it. I think Good Kill Shot moment was a little different. I think there's a difference between record labels not knowing how to market you, other rappers, quote unquote, stealing your style and not saying anything. I think there's a difference between that and not being able to perform without there being like a physical altercation or a mass of people just completely hating on you, right? Like the MGK Boo thing, that was a doctored film, a doctored thing to push a narrative, and then it worked. It worked. So I don't think MGK was used to having that many people attacking him at that moment and with that much intensity, because when you're not known, like when MGK first came into the game, I think he was talking more about people not paying attention to him and brushing him off as, oh, this white rock and roll guy wants to be a rapper. That's what he's doing. But now I think what it is, which is a whole different issue, mind you. That's a whole different issue. I'm breaking it down psychologically. Because you can, if you're mad that you're not getting enough notoriety, when you get notoriety, it quenches that for a moment. But when you're upset you're getting too much notoriety, it kind of refractors everything in your head, because as an artist, you're trained to go for notoriety, and the reward of a lot of things is just notoriety. So when you get to the point where, oh man, I've become infamous, there's too many people at my head, I just want to go somewhere and disappear, what that does is makes you do things like say, hey, I'm focusing on doing music, doing acting now. Because it's like you just tuck your tail and run. But what I'm saying is, especially if you're focused on doing acting, don't forget you still have rap fans. I'm just gonna say this, bro. You gotta stop. I don't care if your fans make it. I don't care what's going on. I'm sure you perform Rap Devil, all your shows. I'm sure you have some sort of, I really won. The internet was just hating. If you guys think I won, make some noise. And they make some noise because you're a headliner at the show. It's gonna happen. But leave it alone, man. Just leave it alone. Kill Shot is done, man. Every time you bring it up, it's an L, man. You ain't even flipping it in a way where it's not an L. You just, hey, y'all remember this song that Eminem killed me on and people were hating on me and I got to fights and all this stuff after it? Just let that go. Move on, bro. It's not, you're not a good troll. You're not Tekashi. Tekashi would be able to take this and flip it. You're not a good troll, and that's not a bad thing. Put in the comment section what you think. Do you think MGK needs to leave this whole Eminem thing alone? He needs to leave Eminem alone in general. Do you think it's smart for him to continuously keep reminding people about Eminem and Kill Shot? Bro, I don't even think you should say Skittles. Forget Eminem. I don't think you should say Skittles. You should never say anything about rainbows, man. You shouldn't say nothing about hard candies, man. I'm just saying. No, I don't even want to hear you talk about chiclets, man. For real. I love y'all. Like, comment, subscribe. We going live today, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's going down. Tune in. Shout out to all the donos in advance. Y'all keep this going, man. For real, for real. I love you. You hear me?